Moving on to the topic most at hand, the best topic of the day. Uh, my boy Big Sean dropped that album Detroit 2. Obviously, well, it's not obvious, but I'm a Detroit native, and let me hear from these boys here, cause I don't know what they thinking, and they've been they were real shady about it. Let me hear from you, Jalen. What you got?
Go ahead, Josh.
Josh ain't listen to it. He
No,
obviously said he got
I
better
talked about
things
the
to do.
PC stuff because I was familiar with it. You gotta talk about this one.
Yeah. Josh copped a plea.
Man, I talked about the PCs, man.
You
Told
ain't
you I
talking
ain't getting
about
them.
nothing.
That's just fly. Shoot. I listened to it. I think I listened to all the songs on there. Like I always felt like, all right, I'm gonna just kick it 100. Like I always felt like Big Sean was a good rapper. I felt like he always had. I felt like he was like a conscious rapper. Like I ain't talking like a J Cole conscious, but he was like he he wasn't he wasn't like mainstream ish like esque. Like he didn't need to talk about like the drugs and all that type of stuff, which I always respected about him. He always had bars and stuff. The only thing I couldn't really rock with Big Sean was I didn't always like his beats and stuff. I got like some Big Sean songs on my like music library and stuff. Don't get me wrong, like I don't hate him. I ain't never really liked some of the beats he had. He had some decent songs on there. These songs that I'm finna just like cut on, but like man, I'm really finna go listen to this song today. I mean, probably not. I'm not from Detroit either. Some of the insight that people live in Detroit, you know, Detroit they got their own culture and stuff like that. Most people I interacted with or seen like on Instagram or something like that, they really like the album, which is cool. I would decide to give it a fair shot. It was cool. I mean, I ain't. It was a couple songs on there. I was like, I ain't gonna really listen to. I did like, uh, I think it's like Friday Night Cipher or Friday Cipher or something like that, where he put like a lot of the Detroit rappers on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know a lot of people like Cash Kid, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. But like I'm not like a huge Detroit rap type person because some of them must be rapping too beat. They like, yeah, we took your girl and we get like they just like they need to shove a like a stanza with a bunch of words and I'm like, bro, just relax, like it's cool.
They don't know how to get
Um,
on beat, bro. That's the best thing about it.
yeah, that's the thing. My cousin, he argue. My cousin from Detroit, he argue up and down, but like he is on beat, bro. Like I be like, no, he the if you know anything about poetry, this one got 7 syllables. This next one got like 13 syllables, bro. Like he shoved them in there. Like they not on beat. But anywho, so like I said, he has some good songs on there. I like this some of like the messages and stuff he spit. Like always, I just didn't like some of the beats on some of the songs. I think my favorite song on there was probably I liked the song with Don Kennedy. I think that's Still I Rise. Was that Still I Rise with Don Kennedy?
Yeah, that's the outro. Yeah.
The Baddest was good. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't. He got like 20 some songs on there, so I don't know him. It was like two more other songs that was straight that I would keep on there, but I was just like, I heard that J. Cole song not too long ago, that Lion King on Ice. I'm like, man, I gotta go listen to this again real quick, man. And I'm gonna come back to Big Sean, like, but nah, but the album was straight though, man. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Big Sean fan. I decided to give it a fair shot. I was listening to the song like Body Language. He had that crazy girl in there. His girlfriend, she ain't crazy, but his girlfriend, what's her name? Jean Aiko, Janae.
Janae Aiko.
Janae, yeah, whatever. Janae, yeah, my bad. No disrespect, but she said something like some, and then she was talking about like breaking his schmeat. I was just looking like, man, what? I had to cut the song off, bro. I was just like, yeah, cut the music, G. We got to go to the next song. I'm like,
Goodness.
right. When she said that, dude, I was just looking like, man, all right, bro, we get it, and I just had to cut the song off. But yeah, it was cool though. I give it a like a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, all right. All right.
It ain't burn my speakers up on my phone like it's supposed to. It's supposed to catch this mug on fire, man. I'm I'm using my phone right now. It ain't on fire. So But like I said, it was solid, man. Like I'd say like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Just
Not now. These individuals ain't that the biggest Big Sean fans, obviously, but and I just wanted to hear their opinion without knowing my opinion. Obviously, if they understand some of the messages I was sending in our group chat, they'll probably understand where I'm at with it anyway. But I just wanted to hear them honestly just tell me, what they thought about the album that came out. Now, Josh, you said you didn't listen to anything, right?
No, I haven't listened to it.
All right. So Josh doesn't have an opinion at this point in time, so I'm gonna just go through and I'm gonna just go track by track. It don't really matter because I got some time left. So why would I stop? That's that intro. That's that heat for you right there. That's the he basically was just getting that simple stuff off his chest that people were doubting him. People thought he wasn't that good of a rapper, and things like that. So he kind of just had a hard hitting intro where he just went bar for bar on that. Lucky Me was the next song. That was kind of like a like three things in one. Kind of felt like it was where he kind of the perspective of him being lucky to still be alive, him having gone through some crazy things and reflecting on that. And then he started talking about how he was just in general lucky for certain things that have happened to him. Like he was lucky me as in like he's leading this, but it's like a terrifying kind of deal. The way he was talking about it, where he's nervous that he's lucky that he has it, but it's also just kind of like a pressure as well. And then he kind of reflected on the end about, again, his entire journey. So it was like three different type of messages in that one song where he talked about it in a different way, but it was kind of like from a different perspective each time. Lucky Me, probably third favorite. I say favorite song on this album at this point, it would still have to be
the baddest.
Yeah, the baddest had to be it because I'm from Detroit natively, and Godzilla is like I used to listen to that type of music a lot, and it was like dance hall. Is his name Godzilla?
I was looking up Godzilla. I'm like, who is Godzilla?
No, Godzilla, like the monster. That's the normal theme song, and then in Detroit, they had a song where they remixed it for people who would go dance. And so if you ever see people jitting and stuff like that, that's the type of music that they would dance to.
Wait, so what was the name of the DJ? I thought his name was...
I don't remember the DJ.
Dang.
Because the actual song, the original sample, is the literal Godzilla theme song.
I could have sworn his name was DJ Godzilla. Dang.
Godzilla. They call it Godzilla.
No, it's Godzilla. Yeah, so I'm assuming, is it DJ... Is DJ Assault? I don't know. Anyways, he mixed it on his album, and I used to do that. It was like a jit. Basically, it was a dance, but it was basically where we would play in the dance halls, and it just took me back to a presence of older Detroit and me having a good time and just enjoying Detroit for what it was, or my childhood for what it was. It was like a good standout point for me when I went to junior prom and junior like homecoming, and then me going to my sister like she had my mom rented out a dance hall, and they was able to actually invite friends over, and they invite friends to that, and it was just a good time. It was like it reminded me of moments in Detroit of where that would happen. Same thing with Body Language. Body Language was I forget the artist's name, but it was Soulful Moaning is the song, and it was a song that I heard my mom play a lot, and I never heard my dad play it because he wasn't into that type of music, but I did hear my mom play it quite a lot, and it just reminded me of another time in Detroit which I thought it was a song that a lot of people knew. But you know, when I started talking to my wife about it, talking to my friends, and some people just didn't hear that song before. So it was another nod to Detroit that I just enjoyed about the music. And I honestly don't think you need to understand the references to still enjoy those songs, but having those references did make it feel a lot more special when you did hear it.
No, I can see that. Like I felt like that's what made some of Kanye music. I mean, these are more so samples rather than references, but Kanye he might have a little bit of references, more so like samples. And going off topic a little bit, Logic, his album that had came out, I tried listening to that all the way through to see what he was talking about. It was straight. But he had like a lot of little samples and references and stuff like that I thought was it make it a little bit more appealing. So I could see people from Detroit that can resonate with it. You know, it's about their hometown, which you probably a little bit more connected to. It might hit a little bit closer to home than somebody hearing like a sample or referencing like a different song or something like that. So I can see that.
Yeah, and then so I think I was jumping around, but the third track was Deep Reverence with Nipsey Hussle. That was one of the singles they put out before the album dropped. It was obviously it's just good to hear Nipsey Hussle kind of rap again, but the song still was elevated by messages that, you know, Big Sean was putting at the end of it. And it was just overall, in general, a pretty good song as well. Wolves with Post Malone. That was another song I did not enjoy at first when I first heard it. I rather would have had Post Malone sing the hook entirely versus Big Sean singing portions of it, because I don't like Sean's singing voice. I don't think it's a good one. So I would rather him.
You actually saying something he can't do?
Bro, he can't sing. I don't know why he thought that. Like when he sang on Time In and he sung on with Time In with Janae 2088, it was some songs on there I just couldn't listen to because I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear you cringe. I don't want to hear this song. I'd rather hear you just, you know, spit. And some people, you be honest with your favorite rappers. This is my favorite rapper, but honesty is, I don't think he's a good singer. He's not like a Drake. I think a lot of people try, but it doesn't come off right. And yeah, I think he kind of created a wave of that where it was kind of melodic and singing like that, but he's not that great at it, so it never, you know, exceeded my expectations anytime at all. So I don't like the singing portion of Sean, but he doesn't sing for long. He just goes for bars after that, and then Post Malone kind of finishes it up. But yeah, I really wish Post Malone would have did the whole singing portion of that song. But Wolves was still a good song for me. Body Language with Ty Dolla $ign and Jhené Aiko. Ty Dolla $ign killed it. He was the one singing. Big Sean had a very, you know, man, I don't know, when he starts it was a good verse. It's just the actual, I would say the actual, like the topics that they were talking about, his body language obviously is a sexual song. I'm not that interested in it, but I appreciate Ty Dolla $ign and Jhené Aiko's portions. Big Sean rapping about it, fine. I can definitely understand it and take it, so that's fine with me. It was an overall great song just for those, and then the sampling of Soulful Moaning definitely elevated that for me as well.
Aside from the part where she said something about breaking a schmeat.
Man, that's Janae getting off. I enjoy Janae's music. Janae has a way of delivering her line that I enjoy, so I'm totally fine with it. She's more around with SZA and stuff like that for me, so I enjoy SZA. I enjoy her. I'm fine with it.
Man, that's not appealing though. Like if somebody walked up and told me that, like a girl told me, I'd be looking like, bro,
it's
what
not
you talking
appealing
about?
to you, but it's still appealing to some, and it's definitely something that, I mean, I feel like men do it all the time, so I don't understand why women can't. So I don't really care. Story by Dave Chappelle, obviously, is just a story about him being with Danny Brown and smoking some weed and then going out there and getting booed. But it was still it kind of, you know, he did the same thing with the Detroit, and simply put, I mean, it was still like a good breaking up the monotony and kind of giving you an understanding of more about Detroit and its flavor. Harder Than My Demons, probably one of my another one of my top songs that's on here. It's just him going bar for bar. It's just him spitting. It really didn't have any like hook to it. It was just him, doing what he do best, in my opinion. That's just giving bars. Everything That's Missing was another song that had like a really strong messaging behind it, and it was kind of how you simply, you're in this rat race and you're trying to chase a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily need. Then at the end of it, when you do succeed and you have it, you pretty realize that you pretty much everything that you already had is what you're pretty much missing. So he wrapped it up in a very strong way. He cut the beat at the end, and it kind of just resonated with you even more. That simply going through all these motions and your ups and downs, and you're trying to get through to something, to realize that you lost a lot of stuff that you wanted in the first place. But it's definitely a great song. I definitely like Dwele's, the voice on it. It was pretty good. Then the ZTFO, that's probably the only thing I skip. I don't like it, but I mean, that's Big Sean. It kind of reminded me a lot of the songs that he had on, what was that? Double or Nothing with Metro Boomin. ZTFO just didn't resonate with me. It was just more so of him, rapping, but it wasn't really saying much, in my opinion. Then it was just more so about his energy and kind of keeping it guarded. I think Harder Than My Demons kind of did a better job of doing that, where it had a message, but it was definitely just bars. Overall, he still had a lot of bars in there I listened to and I actually state, but I didn't enjoy the song overall. Dang, yeah, a lot of songs on this mug.
Yeah, I was about to say, you finna go through all these, man.
Yeah, it's 22 songs.
Guard Your Heart. Guard Your Heart is probably one of my favorites. Anderson .Paak did a really good job of just singing on that. Early Mac and Wale, delivered a really good, much needed verses, in my opinion. Big Sean as well. But Guard Your Heart really just kind of, it's kind of the state of mind that a lot of people are in right now, and just protecting your emotions and stuff like that. So I think that song definitely elevated the album for me, where it had a lot of gems in it and it had a lot of things where it just felt as if he was speaking from the heart, and it was speaking from a place that everybody kind of are. It's kind of like it was just going through all his ups and downs. Really, it was just showcasing that on a higher level. Respected was just Sean getting off with Young Thug and just kind of riding a beat and discussing, earning that respect, kind of respecting what he does and what he brings to the table. So not much, substance there, but it was definitely a song that I enjoyed to listen to, which you don't always need substance. Sometimes you just need some hits. And that was baddest for me as well. Lithuania with Travis Scott. That was a grower for real. That one I did not enjoy at first, but it was something after, I think it's the Travis Scott effect. I'm just tired of hearing Travis. But once I just, let Travis do Travis, it sounded like a Travis song versus an actual Big Sean song featuring Travis. And that's what I don't like about it. Travis kind of dominates everything that he puts his voice on. So it just seemed like he's doing it over and over again, and it's like a downgrade from what he had put on his album. But I think it was overall a good song. I think Big Sean did a good job of just coming in and out of that song without sounding like overpowering of it. I think he should have did a little bit more of that. We should have heard him more, but he was able to ride the beat as well and kind of keep up with the cadence of Travis on that. Full Circle with Diddy and Key Wayne. That was good. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it was definitely just another one of those songs about, reflecting on how, karma comes around. And it was just, again, it was more messaging. Like I said, the whole point of this, Detroit 2 is on the messaging behind it. I really didn't want to just hear from him, and I didn't want to just get good beats and some nice bars. I actually wanted to hear a message. And I think a lot of these songs had a lot of messages behind them, and he actually delivered them with some, witty bars. Time In was 2088. I did not enjoy that. That's him just trying to sing. I enjoyed Janae's part, but not Big Sean's. Story by Erykah Badu. She was just being weird on that, but she had another story. she was just, I don't know if she was trying to hypnotize us through the mic or whatever, but yeah, it's just one of her stories. Feed was another good one, and it was just kind of, discussing how, what I got from that is him, trying to discuss how he is providing back. It was kind of like he was trying to showcase how he actually feeds his energy, feeds his community, feeds a lot of different things in his life. So it was another one of those good songs that I will replay over and over just to hear the messaging behind it. The Baddest is just hard hitting, one of my favorite songs on the album. Dying Life, another hard hitting favorite song on the album. Friday Night Cypher, I don't know, they just went crazy on that, and there's a lot of quotables on there. Cash Kid went crazy, Cash Doll went crazy, T Grizzly went crazy. I really enjoyed Royce's. Eminem had a good verse, but as usual, it's kind of like he didn't mix well, but he definitely went off. So, Story with Stevie Wonder, that was a good story. He just trying to talk about how you already, got. You already have a lot of gifts that you are born with. You don't really have to chase anything. You already just have to, showcase it. You don't have to chase anything. You're already wealthy when you're born, essentially. And then Still I Rise with Dom Kennedy, it just kind of solidified the album. Outro was basically you still overcoming. I sound like it was more so the uplifting that what you've done, still showcasing that, even with Don Kennedy coming in at the beginning, just like, look at all the souls I saved, and it was kind of his messaging, and it was cool. And I think the album overall was more cohesive than I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to have a lot of flavors in here, but it just seemed as if it was just showcasing a lot of ups and downs and kind of what living in Detroit is and what living anywhere is in poverty. So overall, man, I really enjoyed the album, and I'm glad he actually put out a good body of work, because it was looking shaky there. In my opinion, it pushes him to a different level, but other people can feel however they feel about it, but in my opinion, he was in a space of, I don't know, it wasn't lackluster, but it wasn't always great. This here just kind of helps him put more on his resume, and that basically stating that he's a pretty phenomenal rapper. He's very conscious about what he's saying. He doesn't try to waste bars and just talk. He actually is putting thought behind what he's saying. So that did showcase very well in the album, and I really do want to hear what you have to say about it, Josh, as well, once you actually listen to it.
Yeah, I might listen to it based on what you said about the things about Detroit and like the nostalgia with it, because it's good to hear that type of stuff from someone from your same background, and not just like someone from Drake who, you feel like, why would they use this style when you don't have any connection to it or something like that. For me, I just never was feeling Big Sean too much, because in the past, especially in the beginning, he had the typical Detroit rapper flow, but I felt like he was not very deep. And so if he's gotten better over time, and like I would say his rapping ability and like cadence and flow has gotten better over time. He doesn't just sound like Jalen said, just trying to fit a bunch of syllables and stuff that doesn't make sense into your verse. So yeah, I'll check it out.
It's a lot, though.
Would say that, yeah, it's a long album, which is fine. If the message and stuff is good, then I probably stick to it more because I'm not really as interested into just like hits or bangers. Because Royce also had a really good album earlier this year, and that was all about a message as well. So if Sean can, on the songs that he does do that stuff, if he can do it, then I'll probably listen to it more.
Yeah, I feel like he did that very well with Still I Rise, Full Circle, Guard Your Heart, Everything That's Missing, Heart and My Demons, Deep Reverence, Lucky Me, and Why Would I Stop, his intro. I think those were the ones that really had like a very strong and well put together cadence of like a song. And the rest of them definitely feed as well, but those were the ones that I kind of resonate more. I go back to, and I just want to listen to that message again, like on Guard Your Heart and Still I Rise. Because he talks for a while on the Still I Rise. That's his outro, but he just kind of have a message behind it too. And then yeah, but overall, man, I've been playing this junk all weekend. I'm not someone that's just blind to somebody being bad at rapping. I'm not someone that blatantly just be like, no, it's still good. No, I wouldn't do that. So I decided I did not play often because I didn't enjoy it, and I went to playing Double or Nothing more, and that was the like small snippet he threw out with just Metro. I didn't like his concept album as much as he wanted us to like it. It didn't feel like a concept album, so. I can critique him, and I'm not biased, but he's still one of my favorite rappers just because of his flow and his style and his messaging.
Wait, so you saying, so you did like the Detroit album though?
I like the Detroit too. I didn't like this. I Decided.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I Decided was this one previous to this one, and Dark Sky Paradise was my. At this point now, my second favorite. I think Detroit 2 is going to probably dethrone that one. But
yeah, that's the only one I listened to, and I ain't like it.
Yeah, I mean, you might appreciate I Decided more, honestly, but I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it. It had some messages in there, and I just was like, I really wasn't listening. I wasn't looking for this from you, honestly. I was looking for more bars, and that's what Double or Nothing was. And this one kind of has more bars as well as a message behind it. So it's probably one of the most, well-rounded albums he had put out.
I think my favorite song that I got from Big Sean is what's that song called? Is it called Light? I think it's on I Decided.
Yeah, it's on I Decided Light. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Dream.
Yeah, or whoever.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was Jeremiah.
I thought it was Dream. You talking about that? We can't take away the light. They can't stop this shine. Yeah, I remember that song.
Man, let me see who made that song.
Yeah, the boy got bright. Even with the take away the light, they can't take the light.
So who's your rapper that you're gonna defend up and down like Deontay do, Jalen?
Man, I'm finna defend.
Man, is it still Kanye?
Man, you know I died for Kanye, man.
Oh, it was Jeremiah, yeah. So what was Dream on? Oh, he was on Sunday Morning Jetpack. Yeah. Sunday Morning Jetpack. Like I said, I think I Decided yeah, man. I mean, I just didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't like it. But I liked it. I like 5 songs on there. So, but cohesively, it was like Detroit, the mixtape, the beginning mixtape, his very first one. That was one that I really didn't skip any songs on, and that was a mixtape, and this is kind of like the second coming of that. But yeah, Detroit, that whole vibe, I think he captured a lot of that stuff with us, and like the Cypher. So I enjoyed it. I know that it's probably something that would hopefully get more, give him some more roses than what he's previously been getting. But yeah, that's my spiel on him.